longer stops at Chapel Station.
The station master is ready to meet you.
Welcome to Thorpe Park and welcome to the Ghost Train, the reimagined ride. Previously, Derren Brown has completely changed, we think. We don't know. And we're here to experience it and we can't wait. We love a good haunted, we love a good ghost train, and we know, by the sounds of things, live actors, complete change round, genuinely can't wait. What do we expect? I have no idea. No idea what to expect whatsoever. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Now before we begin, I've got to give a shout out. I don't normally do shout outs, but she'll kill me if I don't. Claire, who I work with, who I left at work today to run my shop, she does a fantastic job and she shouted at me if I don't. So shout out to her. I wouldn't normally do it, but shout out to you, Claire. You better comment below. Anyway, it's Ghost Train time. What are we expecting? What do you expect? I can't promise there won't be spoilers in this, because there probably will. We're not sure we can film on the ride yet, so we'll soon find out, but we will definitely give our review afterwards. So one way or another, there is going to be spoilers. For the preview event, there are some rides open as well, including Storm Surge, Zodiac, Vortex, Rush, Walking Dead. And there is another one as well. No major coasters open today, but that's plenty to be getting on with. But obviously our focus will be the Ghost Train. So join us for the Ghost Train talk. Let us know when you're coming to ride it. So this is the first time they've had a ride sensory board down here at the Ghost Train, so you can see exactly what to expect inside. So loud audio, sudden noises, artificial smells, strobe light in dark spaces, jump scares, live actors, seat vibrations, and a no seat harness. I imagine you just sit on the chair like you did. But here it is. Here is Thorpe Junction Ghost Train. Opens today on the 26th. It's the 25th at the moment, but it opens today when this video goes up. And of course the big thing is it has been reduced to a 1.3 metre height restriction, previously 1.4 from Derren Brown. Right, it's time, let's go in. Now the good news is for people, there'll be no filming inside the Ghost Train, so you won't get a spoiler. Now then, here are the train time, spring update. What little Easter eggs can you see on this? Pause the video if you want to have a look. But these are the new posters, and actually they're boards as well, so they're not like don't think they are. I think they're more posters. But we used to have ones on here that could, really got ripped off and everything. And you can tell with the no contact that there are going to be actors in here, and they probably are going to touch you. But actually the finish in here is really nice. It sort of brightened it up, but at the same time kept it old and rustic. And as we said, we know absolutely nothing about this ride whatsoever, nothing about what they've done. I've avoided all spoilers, all kind of things. I know nothing about it at all. So really looking forward to getting in here now. Right, in the shop we have some of the new merch, including this rather fantastic hoodie. I love this. Embroidered there, printed there, with obviously the Believer down the side. The Believer is a massive part of this. When you hear our review shortly, you'll see where it all comes in. We've got the pin badge, we've got the Ghost Train mugs, we've got the hot cups, the lanyard as well. More different ones, I like that one. These cups, of course, we saw these at Jumanji, with the cork on the bottom. And then over here as well, we do actually have some Fright Night stuff. I don't remember seeing the socks last year. Someone's going to tell me they did exist. Just a shame that's not embroidered. If that's embroidered, I'm in for that. But some good stuff. Right, we are going to ride it again before giving our full review, but it's very different. Very different. It's the first day of operation for Colossus in the 2023 season today. This evening here at the Ghost Train press event. So we're kind of taking a break from the Ghost Train for the moment, and I'm going to try Colossus because we weren't expecting it to be open. So it seems really silly not to. The new track has been installed. It looks bright and shiny. Yeah, I can't wait to get back on it. At Colossus, it's great to see it back open here at the park, ready for really the summer now, the summer. Mardi Gras is on at the park at the moment. We'll be reviewing that over the next couple of weeks, so come back to the channel to check that one out. And it's great to see now that all the coasters are indeed back open. Can you tell there's no track on it? Well, to be honest, where it is, no you can't, but it'll be interesting to see how it develops over the next couple of years. Right, we're heading back round to the Ghost Train now. Once we've done that, it is going to be spoiler alert. We're going to tell you all about it and kind of let you know our thoughts as well. So at the moment, spoiler free, but spoilers are coming. There is the Ghost Train, new for 2023 here at Thorpe Park, reimagined. And I know the Derren Brown one was the reimagined Ghost Train, but I can tell you now, forget Derren Brown. This is a completely new experience, completely different. Now there may be some spoilers in here. I'm pre-warning you now, there may be some spoilers because we're going to take you through kind of room by room and what the story is. So of course the queue line we showed you, that has changed. It's a bit brighter yet dark at the same time. It's really lovely the way they've done it. They've made it look rustic whilst giving it a fresh look. Once you're inside, you go into the waiting room. Now the room itself has changed a little bit in terms of sort of the display. There is still the Pepper's Ghost effect with a conductor, if you will, which comes out and tells you the story of why you're there. So you're basically there because of the Belivers. The Belivers are the people, effectively, that don't believe in death or believe that there is more to life than death. The Belivers themselves, as you've probably seen on the t-shirt and the merch we showed, then are basically get a little seance together at Chapel Street Station, which is the one closed, which we were also seen at the beginning. From here, they show you that the science went wrong, and actually, rather than gaining the getting the attention of the spirits, which was what their goal was, they got the attention of death, and they were indeed possessed. In that room, it's got some beautiful, beautiful lighting effects and sound effects, as you would expect from Thorpe Park and as you would expect from a ride like this. There are definitely some subtle nods on there. When you look at the cue board, it's actually a TV screen, but it flickers like an old-fashioned cue board in there. There are some particular destinations in there which I feel might have future reference. Gonna let you look at those ones when you come on the ride. Ignoring those, one of the great things is, you know, at the end he says, do you want freedom, walk away, or do you want to go for the last ride? Because that's how this is advertised, your last ride. All the windows that are open, they all shut up and you're told to go for the last ride. Again, when you look at the posters on the wall, there's references to Canada Creek, and you then walk through the door as you would normally to head up to the station. That area is now lost property. Once you enter lost property again, you'll see some lovely nods, including one of the old VR headsets and a poster that says reality. It's brilliant. It really is a bit of a, you know, Mickey take, if you will, of what it used to be. But seeing the old VR headset at the top there is something else. It then tells you about the weather. It's a really strange sort of 80s setup, Michael Fish style, definitely. For those that remember him from the weather, it's that kind of style, and it says it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter, effectively, before you enter the station area. Upon entering the station area, you go in, and it is very different. Where you used to have the mirror effect of the old Victorian train, you no longer have that. It looks like more like a subway station. It's all brick underneath, and there's no like mirror illusion that it's hanging, and the train's been completely redone to look more like a sort of rustic old subway train. Once you enter again, very different inside. Where it was like a really pristine looking subway train before, it is a run down subway, and I mean run down subway train. Obviously the VR headsets have gone, so you take your seat and you wait. From there, it is actor led. I don't want to give too much away. I know there are some spoilers in this, but I don't want to give too much away in terms of the storyline. But as you can imagine, the storyline is you're traveling on your last ride. You want to stay away from Chapel Street. However, you end up stopping at Chapel Street. You get off at Chapel Street because that is the end of the line, effectively. And again, there's nods to platform 15 in there as well, which is great. As you head down Chapel Street, you're told to keep out, and you enter effectively the crypt where the Belivers were doing their seances, however you want to say it. From there, it's then story-led again, with information about sort of how they come about and what they were trying to do and the purpose of them. Again, more effects, including a fantastic flying over the top, we believe, death effect. Now, the Belivers themselves are kind of dressed in black with white faces, you know, not too dissimilar from your average sort of, you know, scare ghost, if you will. Once that area is done with, you then head back to the train. And the train bit on the second half is probably better than the first half in terms of finale. It's really, really good. You take a seat again, you start going, and again, there's a little bit like, why did you stop there? Why did you stop there? Throughout the whole journey, you'll notice that they are being possessed and they are, you know, kind of being taken over. The train then goes into this wonderful ultraviolet effect on the inside. It is incredible to look at, and you're looking around not knowing what's going on, and out of the side doors come some Belivers to scare you. Lots of smoke coming out the walls as well as the ultraviolets, flashing lights. It's a really, really nice touch. Really, really nice touch. Train then comes to a halt, and of course you get off. The final room does still have a finale, a second finale, if you will. But again, I don't need to spoil that too much for you. You probably know it's coming, they haven't changed it, but the room in there, again, is fantastic. So what do we think? Well, funny enough, we went through first time, we were a little bit confused. However, and you would have seen this from other people as well, because a lot of us have said the same, think of it as a actor-led experience. Don't think of it as I'm getting on a ghost train to go and get scares from props that are popping up everywhere. That's not what it's about. It is an actor-led experience. Quite a few, and they are really, really good. It's got a great script, and you've got to listen. It's as simple as that. If you listen and take in exactly what's going on, you will enjoy the ride far, far more. A lot of people have compared it to like a dungeon scene, and I completely agree. It's a 15 to 20 minute experience like the dungeons would be. And it works really well when you appreciate like that. If you're going on it thinking Alton Manor, this is what, don't. Please, please don't. Think of it as a interactive live experience. And I'm telling you what, it's far better than Derren Brown's Ghost Train, there's no doubt about that. And the story itself really pieces together nicely. Now, as I said, there's a lot of old nods in there to previous Thorpe Park things, and I have a feeling there's some new nods in there as well to Thorpe Park Future too. We really, really enjoyed it. After the second time we've come off, we could hear it a bit better, there was less of a group. We really, really enjoyed it. Appreciate it for an actor-led. So yeah, it's an experience. It's an experience. I wouldn't call it a ride, but it's a fantastic experience at that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So that's it. We're going to take some more shots, but that is it from Thorpe Park Resort. I can understand why they wouldn't want you filming in there, because you need to listen. You need to go in with an open mind and listen and really immerse yourself in the moment, and you will, I promise you, enjoy it. Are you riding it? Are you riding it this bank holiday week? Let us know in the comments below. And let us know what you thought of it as well. We're really, really interested to hear. But that's it from Thorpe Park. Thank you again to the park for inviting us tonight. It's been fantastic to get back in the ghost train and indeed back in the park and get on some of the classic Thorpe Park rides they have here. If you like the video, please give it a like. It's free, it helps more than you could imagine, and we hugely appreciate it. But from Thorpe Park Resort, my name's Adam. This has been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.